Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the part of the world you're watching this video from. My name is Mulero Pemi, and in this lesson, I'll be taking you through some questions that are related to Polygon. So please, I will encourage you to please like, subscribe, and share this video so that you'll be among the first set of people to get notification as soon as the new video is being posted. And I will appreciate that. So now let's dive into the question that we have for today. Now, polygon, generally when we talk about polygon, polygons are plane shapes with at least 3 sides. So any plane shapes with minimum of 3 sides is called a polygon. Now, a 3-sided polygon is referred to as a triangle. A 4-sided polygon is called a quadrilateral. 5-sided pentagon, 6-sided hexagon, 7 heptagon, 8 octagon, 9 nonagon, 10 decagon, and so on and so forth. Now let's dive swiftly to the questions that we have to solve for today. Now the first question is this: if the angles of a pentagon are this, as you can see on your screen, find the value of y. The first we need to do is we need to find the sum of interior angles of that particular polygon. In this case, it's pentagon. So which means that, like we said earlier, a pentagon is 5-sided. Now, how do we find the sum of interior angle of any polygon? This formula should come to play. N minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. Now, that's the general formula. This formula is the general formula for finding sum of interior angles of any polygon, where n is the number of sides. In some books, you can also see it as 2n minus 4. 2n minus 4 times 90 degrees. So whichever way, you still arrive at the same answer. So the first thing we need to do is let's find the sum of interior angle of this polygon. In this case, it is pentagon, which means n is 5. So anywhere you see n in this formula, we replace n with 5. So when you do that, we have this. And so we arrive at 540 degrees. So that means that the sum of the interior angle of this pentagon is 540. So the next thing we do is let's add up each interior angle and equate it to this 540 so that we can now collect like terms and find our y, as you can see. So we have y plus 2y plus y plus 10 plus y minus 10 plus y plus 60 equals 540. Then we collect like terms from here. And when you collect like terms, we arrive at this that you are seeing on your screen. So when you collect like terms, y plus 2y, all these unknown, but then you sum them up, you arrive at 6y. 10 minus 10 will give us 0. You cancel out, so you'll be left with plus 60 equals 540. Then when you collect like terms further, this will cross over and become negative, so that we arrive at 6y equals to 480. Divide both sides by 6, so we have y equals to 80 degrees. So that means one of the interior angles is 80 degrees. We can also find the size of other interior angles by substituting y equals to 80 in each of these angles. So in this case, that means this angle will be 2 times 80, which is 160 degrees. So you can also find the size of other angles if need be. So that's it. Y equals to 80 degrees. Now the next question: the ratio of the interior angle to the exterior angle of a regular polygon is 4:1. Find the number of sides in the polygon. Now, when you hear a regular polygon, what comes to your mind? The first thing that should come to your mind is a polygon whose sides and interior angles are equal, and also all the exterior angles too, they are also equal. So a regular polygon is such polygon where you have all the sides and all the angles being equal. So which means that if one of them is 20, all the other angles too will be 20 degrees. That's what it means. So when you hear regular polygon, the first thing that should come to your mind is, okay, this is a polygon that has all the sides and all the angles being equal. And also the second thing you need to know is to find the size of each interior angle, each exterior angle of a regular polygon. All you just need to do is divide the sum of if you are dealing with the interior angle first. Let's say you want to find the size of each interior angle. All you just need to do is sum of interior angles divided by number of sides will give you the size of one interior angle, as you can see here. So each interior angle of regular polygon is given as. So you need to have this at your fingers. When you hear regular polygon, this formula should just come to your head. Once you hear regular polygon, this formula should actually come to play. So we have each interior angle to be this, and also for exterior angle, we have 360 over n. And don't forget, we know that n minus 2 times 1 is the sum of interior angle, and also sum of exterior angle of any polygon is 360 degrees. So you divide each of those terms by n to get each of the angles you are looking for, depending on which one you are interested in. Now in this case, we actually need these two information to be able to get the number of sides. Now we know that these 4 represent each interior angle based on the question, ratio of interior angle to exterior angle. So the first one is going to stand for interior angle, whereas the second one is standing for the exterior angle. So then we compare this formula as such to this will stand for the interior angle, and this will stand for the exterior angle. And when you do that, we have this. So the next thing we do is we cross multiply. You know, when we are dealing with ratio, is as easy as this. Just cross multiply, turn them to equation, then you can simplify. So when you do that, we have this. So we have 4 multiplied by 360 over n equals to 1 multiplied by n minus 2 times 180 over n. So by the time we simplify this, 4 times 360 will give us 1440 divided by n, and we have 1 multiplied by this will give us n minus 2 times 180. Now in mathematics, when you have any expression of this nature, provided this and this are the same, then you can cancel them out. If this is 2n and this is 2n, they can cancel out. If this is n square and this is n square, they can also cancel out. So in this case, this n will cancel out this n. So we'll be left with 1440 equals to n minus 2 times 180. Then we have, and you can see that on your screen. So then we can now simplify further by opening this bracket. So when you open this bracket, you arrive at this. 180 times n will be 180n, 180 times n will be 180n, 180 times 2 will be 360. So then we'll collect like terms so that we have this. Then divide both sides by 180. So the answer is 10. So if I may ask, this polygon has 10 sides. So what do you call a polygon that is 10-sided? I believe that should not be a problem for you. A 10-sided polygon is referred to as a decagon. So that polygon is called a decagon. So it is possible that if you have a question of this nature, after finding the number of sides, the next question could be, what's the name of that polygon? You should name it. So you should know that a 10-sided polygon is called a decagon. Now the next question. The next question. Which of the following is not an exterior angle of a regular polygon? I said something earlier. If you are dealing with exterior angle of a regular polygon, all you just need to do is 360 divided by the number of sides will give you the size of each of the exterior angles. Now in this case, now we want to find out which of these angles cannot be an angle, cannot be one of the angles of an exterior angle. So all you just need to do is use each of them to divide 360. Any of the angles that cannot divide 360 without leaving a remainder is actually the odd one out. So in this case, you do 360 divided by 24, 360 divided by 21, 360 divided by 18, 360 divided by 15. Any of the angles that cannot divide 360 without leaving a remainder is actually the answer we are looking for. So then we have the answer to be 21 degrees, because when you divide 360 by 21, you actually have a remainder, unlike the other one. So the answer is 21 degrees. Please look at it, figure it out, try and understand the concept. If you find it difficult understanding or you have a question, you can always leave the question in the comment section. So just drop a question and I'll be there to attend to your question. The last question. A regular polygon with 2n plus 1 sides has each interior angle equal to 144 degrees. The value of m is, now a regular polygon with this number of sides, each of the interior angle is 144 degrees. Generally, number of sides is denoted as n, but in this case we've been given number of sides to be 2n plus 1. So which means that n equals to 2n plus 1 in this case. And also we're given each interior angle to be 144 degrees. And don't forget, in the previous one of the previous examples, we said when you are dealing with a regular polygon, if you are interested in interior angle, all you just need to do to get one interior angle is divide the sum of interior angle by the number of sides. So when you do that, we have this. That's the first thing. Each interior angle is sum of interior angle divided by number of sides. So this will actually come to play. Now in this case, now each interior angle is given as 144, n is 2n plus 1. So let's substitute those two parameters in this expression, then we can now find our m. So when you do that, you can see the parameters given. Number of sides is this, each interior angle is this. So substitute these values in this expression, and when you do that, we have 144 equals to, anywhere you see n, we replace it with 2n plus 1. So we have 2n plus 4 minus 2 times 180 divided by 2n plus 1. So we have 144. Then if you do this now, plus 1 minus 2, mathematically we know that it's going to give us minus 1. So when you do this now, we arrive at this. Then we can now open bracket from here, or first before opening bracket we can cross multiply. When you cross multiply, we have 144 multiplied by this 2n plus 1. And when you open this bracket, 144 times 2n will give us 288m. 144 times 1 will give us 144. 180 times 2n will give us 360m. 180 times 1 will give us 180. So then we can now collect like terms. So we have 288m minus 360m will be equals to minus 180. When this 144, when it crosses over to the other side, it becomes negative. So we have minus 144. And then we have minus 2m equals to minus 324. Divide both sides by minus 72. That means m equals to 4.5. Now, if you want to find out want to find out how many sides the polygon has, all you just need to do is substitute this 4.5. M is 4.5. Substitute it in this particular expression because we know that the number of sides is 2n plus 1. So put 4.5 here. So you have 4.5 times 2, which is 9, plus 1, which is equals to 10. So that means that polygon is also a decagon. I want to believe that the explanation is explicit enough. And if you find any information so cumbersome, you can always go back and watch again. Play it until you understand the full concept. And if you have any question or you're confused about any concepts, you can always leave me a comment in the comment section. And also, if you have some problems that you feel you would like me to attend to, also drop those problems in the comment section and I'll be there to attend to those things. And I'll see you in the next lesson.